The Founding Member Launch Chronicles Part 4. These are the gory details of days 4 and 5 of the 5-day launch cycle. Enjoy this episode. You know when someone is selling from stage and at the end the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. So, I want to thank, I had a coach, I'm not going to say his name, because he's like, you know what? Sometimes, he's like, sometimes I get a little extra access to a coach. And he's like, some people might be upset that you get extra access, so don't say my name. I said, I will not say your name. So he had given me this amazing idea about, he said, you know, hey, that's great, you've created this landing page. Now what you're going to do is when you're going to send the email to Stacy's list, the email is not going to be your sales letter. The email is going to set up your landing page. So people will be kind of pre-sold so that by the time they hit the landing page, they'll want to read your look at your sales letter and opt in and buy. And so that's what we did. So Thursday, and actually late at night, I was like, I got to get this email out. I think I got it out at 4 p.m. on Thursday to her list and to my list. And basically it set up the landing page. And I actually was really cool. I put the link to the live that Stacy and I had done in the email. So it just created all this know, like, and trust. It was amazing, super authentic. Stacy's stoked. Just full heart-centered founding member awesomeness. And so a few people joined off of that email. And then I sent the email to my list, the setup, to my cold list, sent the email. Oh my gosh, I had a 45 Ford Bronco just went by. That was a Ford Bronco, super loud. 19 what? That's probably a 78 Ford Bronco. Smells like it too. You know how the old 70s cars, they just smell like gas and they're loud. They're like, I'd like to have an old Camaro. And then you're like, yeah, they stink. Those things are smelly. They look cool, but they're smelly and they're loud. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting older. I don't need loud. Anyway, so 40% open rate on my email to my 280 people, 282. 2 people joined. And the live I did that day was basically saying, hey, this is day 4. I basically introduced on the live, I talked about the people who were joining and the different things that they did. So one's has a clothing brand. One has one was like healer modality, like guys, girls, all these different arenas, what it means to be a heart-centered entrepreneur. I talked about that. And anyway, so I think, I don't know how many people joined day 3, but a bunch of people joined from all that activity, or day 4, a bunch of people joined from all that activity. And then day 5, I did my last live, and I did it at 7 p.m., and I called it The Plea. And I basically said, hey, you've got 5 hours till this cart closes, till the doors close of my founding member launch. And at this point, you either believe or you don't. Either you're ready to take the leap or you're not. Like, no more DMing me. I'm not going to get in DM battles. I'm not going to explain everything. Like, you either know that you're ready to go on an influence tour and go for it and be a founding member with me, build this thing with me, or you're not. And you know what was so awesome about that? 4 people joined out of that live. So you can literally see when I did the live and when the Stripe payments came through. How cool is that? So when it was all said and done, I ended up with 28 founding members. One was on day 0. 26 came through on through the official Monday through Friday founding member launch, and then I let somebody in who was having tech issues, who was a dear friend, and they're like, "You gotta let me in." I said, "All right, I'll let you in." I was actually very excited to let him in. Rick is his name. Hey Rick, if you're listening to this. And I know this episode has gone on, and hopefully you've gotten some value, and you can be like, "Hey, all right, I see the structure, I see what he did." The group posts. So I was active in a group of about 2,000 people, and they were all marketers and into what's going on. And so I was like, hey, post 1 was like, hey, this was before the official founding member launch. I said, hey, here's my initial copy. This is what I'm trying to do. Everybody give me your opinion on it, right? So a bunch of people reviewed it, and I actually made very effective changes from their review of it, but it also sparked interest in what I was up to. So a couple people were like, oh, this is super cool, I might want to join this. And I was like, awesome. No pressure, but a lot of pressure. So I DM'd them, you're interested, here's the link. Oh my gosh. And then day 2, what was it? Day 2 was like, I did my founding member launch. And then day 3, I was like, I said, so it was day 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did no post on day 5 because I was wiped out. I was like, they're done. I've served this other Facebook group enough. But the 5 posts were basically, hey, here's my copy on day 0. What do you think? They recommended these changes. Day 1, I gave everybody a little bit of an update. Day 2, I started talking about the tactics. I said, hey, whatever exactly how it was, I was like, hey, here's the funnel I made on the fly. Check this out. I said, hey, then, I was like, hey, here's the live I did. I did a live with somebody. Here's how it's structured. And day 4, I basically just, day delay, told everybody what was up to, how it was working, and people were super excited. And so I think a couple people actually joined from that. A couple people actually joined from that Facebook group. And so there you go. I have the exact numbers of, a couple people joined from that Facebook group. I think 10 came through Stacy. Some people just came from my efforts that I didn't really know. And then, some of my sphere of influence came in. So all of that effort created 28 founding members, and I'm down to 26 who are super stoked. But this is what I want to say. All I did was 5 lives, 2 emails, and 5 posts into a group that wasn't mine, and a ton of follow-up. That's all I did. Now, if I would have had all the systems in place, if I'd have had an effective team, if I'd have had, follow-up sequences in place, if I'd had upsells, if I'd have had, oh my gosh, you opted in, but you didn't buy email sequences, like what's going on? Like if I'd have had all that in place, the numbers would have been staggering. I only had one partner, Stacy. Love you, Stacy. And I don't say that begrudgingly. What I'm saying is imagine if you had partners in place, if you had affiliates in place, if you had all this in place, like, oh my goodness. That's what's so exciting to me about this. I'm like, oh my gosh, the Influence Army, we are going to be big. We have momentum. We are going to literally change the stinking world. We're going to. Yes. Okay. There you go. I'm at 21 minutes. Perhaps I'll turn this into 2 episodes. I don't know. This might be part 4. This might be part 3. I hope I've inspired you. I hope that you see the potential, that take the messy action, that you don't need to build first, that you can launch off of an idea and then build if people are interested. That's it. I'm done. Have a good day. Thank you for listening. 5-star like review. Just thank you. If you want to join on the wait list for the next time I open the doors for the Influence Army, because we are killing it. Shara is like, I can't wait to tell everybody how amazing this is. She's one of the founding members. Stacy's crushing. Like, people are taking the actions. They're gaining the ground. Bunch of people are ready to do their soft launch, to grow their networks right away, to get podcasts right away, to get business right away. Super exciting. All right. Go to theinfluencearmy.com/F as in Frank, M as in Mary, L as in Lisa. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.